Cheerios. Good to see you. I missed you all. So this morning we are going to go ahead and light the rosemary, okay? Because that is giving us the protection that we need. This is also for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This represents that passion. That's why you see as the thumbnail, I put the flames on there, because not only are we talking about the passion of knowing our journey, being on the journey, helping our soul family be able to heal, but it's all about protecting each other, being there for each other. So before we get started, this is confirmation. Before we get started, what we're going to do is we're going to cleanse the energy, and it needs to be cleansed because what we are about to talk about is kind of rough. It's like you don't want to talk about it. Well, we need to, okay? So I'm going to use the Tibetanian singing bowl, which is my Reiki healing, okay? The thing is when you hear me do that, okay, I want you to take your prana in. So that's your deep breath in. Hold it for 4 seconds and push it all out for 6 seconds. We're going to release any of that negative energy because we want things to flow. We want that soul's journey. We want that healing. We want that understanding when you're coming into one, which is yourself. You're coming into union with yourself and facing your true self. So let's get started. Take your prana in. And your apana out. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Hello, hello. Good evening, you day. We're going to do your prana in and your apana out one more time. So family, it's important to clear that energy. Perfect. Good energy clearing today, soul family. That is perfect. That's what we want. That is the healing journey, right? So now we're going to get into this because everybody knows what May is. Well, or at least you should know. So we're going to talk about it because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. But May 1st through the 31st, yes, CBVOY, creating that best version of yourself. Yes, HICK, you day. Absolutely. Happiness is contagious, okay? The thing is May 1st through the 31st is about mental health awareness. And that is vital and very important to our healing journey that we understand. When somebody talks about mental illness, that mental illness can be anxiety, depression, PTSD, and all the other ones that follow along with it. But it's important that everybody knows that you have an outlet, because we know September is Suicide Prevention Month, right? Yes, hello, hello, William. We greatly appreciate you. So when it comes to the mental health, I need people to understand that 55% of adults don't even get treatment for it. They don't step onto their journey. They don't understand what is going on. They battle through it silently, okay? And that's why May 1st through the 31st is that mental health awareness, to be fully aware what you possess, what is going on with inside of you, to come to that healing journey. As I said, September is National Suicide Prevention. And this is bringing people out of that darkness to the light, to your journey, to be on your purpose, because you are made for such better and brighter things, right? So there is 5.44% that suffer severe mental illness, okay? And this is over 21.1 million adults that have serious thoughts of suicide, depression, especially when it comes to doubling your identity of who you are. No, William, I do not speak Portuguese, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I don't speak Portuguese. But this is very important that everybody knows that you have an outlet. Now, whether you're working or not working, whether you're disabled because of this, that does not define you as a person, okay? The thing is you have to understand when it comes to the health awareness, the mental health awareness, there is confidential counseling, okay, and other resources. Now, the EAP is a very good one. It's a navigating transitional thing when it comes to employment, okay? Yes, I'm sorry, William. I'm sorry, but we greatly appreciate you, so family. And Karen Bressler is the one to contact, and I will leave her number and stuff down in the description. It is important to not let this go, okay? It is important to not overlook it. Your health, whether it's physical or the mental, it's the paradigm, the paramount of being physically fit and well as well on your journey. All right, so now let's get into this. We're going to go a little deeper and find out what do we need to know, because a lot of people hide this mental illness, you know, your anxiety, your depression, your PTSD, and it affects your everyday life. It affects your social skills. It affects your healing. It affects everything that you do as an individual. But you are so much greater and deserve much more. Okay, so what do we need to know, Father, for the headspace? Ooh, yes. And see, right away, before we even get into it, I'm feeling a lot of you feel like you're left out in the cold, like nobody cares, like nobody pays attention to you. Okay, what do we have in the heart space? What do we have in the heart space, Father? And what is the soul trying to tell us? Hello, hello, Shada. Yes, welcome, welcome, sweetheart. Okay. Confirmation. So the Page of Pentacles coming in is about you manifesting this better life. It's you coming into this new enterprise and this understanding. Yes, Ajim, I did. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you. But this card is the representation that we have to walk through the valley of all these challenges, all these obstacles, you know, people judging, people, you know, coming at you in a certain way. All right, this is here on this channel. We do not judge. We help each other out. We pick each other up. We be that stabilizer to your broken ladder. We're the pillars of strength to help you come into that healing, because the stag is all about leadership. Now, Mother Earth Gaia, each animal represents something different. So the overall energy is, it is time to step into your leadership when it comes to that mental health awareness. Because see that Ace of Pentacles right there? That Ace of Pentacles is all about your potential, your power, your victory, the clarity that you are getting. It's about being able to manifest and climb them mountains, get over them obstacles, okay? So let's go a little deeper here. When it comes to the headspace, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. First card that came out, the Nine of Swords. Now, swords is all about being in that stinking thinking, that mental health. Okay, this is why Father is bringing it forward, because a lot of this stems from family trauma. Okay, it stems from friends. It stems from, you know, these illusions that people have created to make you feel like you're an outcast, right? Because they have left you in the cold. So when it comes to your headspace, a lot of you right here are fighting that adversity when it comes to your insecurities, your worries, your fears, your doubts, living in poverty, okay? Living basically in the bottom of the barrel. And it's not downgrading anybody. It's saying they have pushed you down so much to make you feel like you're not worthy and deserving of anything. And that is far from the truth. Father said that is far from the truth, because that is an illusion. Okay. The Seven of Cups, that's all about your emotions. Your emotions matter. Your feelings matter. You as an individual matter. But with the Seven of Cups coming in is people want to create this illusion for you to imagine certain things. Hello, Brad. Welcome. People want to create these illusions and keep you in this imagination to make you feel directionless, make you feel hopeless, worthless. And that's not fair. That is not fair. So what Father wants you to do right here, when we have the Knight of Cups, okay, emotionally, he wants you to get the clarity. He wants you to have that freedom and liberation. And he wants you to get rid of the choppy waters that you have been living, because everything that has happened to you has happened for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. But this right here, the Seven of Pentacles, is all about that profit. You know, that investment. You make that investment in you, you're going to get the clarity. You're not going to be stuck and stagnant. That Ace of Cups right there that he's holding, okay, it can also be a romantic offer, because somebody's going to love you for who you are and not what you have. And they're going to be able to work with you and let you know that you are important, that you are valuable. But that Ace of Cups is representation. Have compassion for yourself, because you are not an outcast. You should not be in that stinking thinking in your head, okay? Because when it comes, like I said, when it comes to the Five of Pentacles, it's like this is creating that physical poor health, because not only are you in your head, now it is coming into the physical, where it's actually physically making you sick. So this is beautiful energy to know that no matter what you're going through, you are of importance, okay? And that's the investment that we're making here on this channel as well. When I call you soul family, we are a family that is coming together to help that healing. And we're investing in each other in order to have that freedom and liberation, and to get you out of the choppy waters and bring it to the more calmer waters, so that you can have that compassion for yourself and that clarity. Okay. This is very important for not only your physical well-being and paramount, but for your mental health. So what do we got for the head space? So we had the head space. This is the heart space. Okay. So, wow. This breaks my heart, because emotionally, you've been in contemplation. You've had this dissatisfaction for so long in your life. You have been battling this mental awareness and mental illness for the long time. Todd, you need to be respectful, please. Okay. We're not being disrespectful to you, and we will not tolerate that on here. Okay. Father does not like slander. Don't come in and do that, please. This is for people who want to heal and come in with their, awareness on their journey. Okay. So moving right along, the Four of Cups is about emotionally you being dissatisfied. Your heart is so dissatisfied that you don't know how to not only love yourself, but it's hard to love in a relationship. It's hard to hold and maintain that relationship, but you have this kindness in your heart. You're a very giving, receiving person, but so many people overlook you. And when we bring that communication with the Eight of Wands, this is about taking that motion forward. These two cards are about motion forward. So this is all about having that reevaluation and having that redemption to look at it in a different aspect, right? So when you have that communication, it's having that passion, that desire to make that investment in yourself, because you are worthy and deserving. And the Two of Wands is all about making progress. Okay, this is getting the foresight and making the progress, because you see up here, this is all about the divine, the universe, the creator, however you resonate, God, Father, the cosmos, the higher power, however you resonate. But this is seeing things from a higher perspective and understanding that when you take motion forward to understand that mental awareness, you are going to make progress. You are going to bear good fruit, and being able to communicate about it is, thank you, Todd. I greatly appreciate you. Okay, I greatly appreciate you for apologizing. That takes great courage. We greatly appreciate you. But when somebody wants to put you in contemplation and make you question yourself, okay, they want to make you question yourself. This is all about new ideas. This is about loving your journey. This is about loving yourself. This is about communicating and being deeply rooted and grounded, because the Father is the one that is guiding you on this journey to understand, so that you no longer have to be in contemplation. This way, you're getting that reevaluation, because when you look at it, the Four of Cups standing tall here is telling you, you can have this redemption to have a greater understanding, so that we can make it a better place for people who are suffering so deeply and feel like they have nobody to turn to, right? This is where we want you to make progress. This is where we want you to discover that you are worthy and deserving. And we're not going to let anybody take that balance away from you, because 2 is the representation of duality, that balance, okay, that stability. And with you being deeply rooted and grounded and understanding that you are of importance, no matter what anybody has told you, no matter what mental health illness that you are going through, whether it is ball bear, okay, you need to be respectful. Okay, you guys, this is not time to be disrespectful. This is serious about people's mental health and awareness, how it affects your everyday life, how it affects your social gatherings. So be respectful in here, please. But this is all about your anxieties that always leave you feeling left out in the cold. And with you always feeling being left out in the cold, it leaves you directionless. Like, where do I go in life? What do I do? Who do I turn to? And this is very important to know, that here on this channel, you have a soul family that is going to be there to listen to you. And when we listen to you, it's not going to be through our ears. It's going to be through our heart. Confirmation. It's going to be through our heart space, because when you listen through your heart, you balance the logic mind of what the worldly activity wants you to. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you. But you balance out what the world is trying to put into you and create an illusion in your life. Okay. Because the devil is a liar when it comes to that. You are all of importance. So what is in the soul? Yeah. What is in the soul is you have massive heartbreak. You have massive pain. You have massive suffering. You have massive in your head. Okay. And this, to me, when it comes to this, it's like, this has caused you so much grief and so much separation from living your best life, creating that best life. Okay. But the lightning is, and the rain is all about purifying, having them epiphanies in order to purify and make that investment in yourself. Okay. Make that investment in yourself, because look, you have the 8 of Swords. Okay. So when we talk about the swords are all about that mental mind, right? The swords are about the mental mind. But when it comes to the 8 of Swords, this is you making that change, you understanding that during your weakness, during your indecisions, it's like you can make the change to come out of that isolation and that imprisonment that people have made you feel. Todd, we need you to be respectful, please. To me, when people come in being very slanderous, I don't want you to be chastised by our Father. I don't want you to have consequences. But when you come in slandering and doing them type of things and disrupting people's healing, what it's saying is you have a lot of inner deep healing, hurts, trials, tribulations, depression, anxiety that you're not wanting to face yourself. Okay. And this is why we invest in you. This is why we call you Soul Family. Hello, Mr. J. Welcome, welcome. This is why we call you Soul Family, because we are willing to invest in you. We have all been there. And it doesn't matter, because all of us in a different time, place, situation, people, we've all gone through this. But coming together and banding together as a soul family to understand that it is very important, because it's like, to get rid of these illusions that you are important. when you look at it, is about communicating, because the more you communicate about it, this is where you need to know, do not be ashamed. Okay, do not be ashamed. If you have mental illness, it's being aware. It's bringing you to like-minded people who understand, where you can be you. You can live your life being you, but you can make progress and discovery and find that balance of what's going on, and knowing that people are not here to judge you. They're not here to turn their back on you, to make fun of you, ridicule you, belittle you. They're not here to do that. Here on this channel, we do not allow that, because it's about stepping into who you are as an individual and loving you, because we are all imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. But that doesn't define who we are because of what we've gone through. We have all gone through trials and tribulations. This is the soul's journey. And this is why Father has it coming out in the head space, the heart space, and the soul. Because our logic mind is different from what our heart speaks. And our soul speaks on a more deeper level to bring out that healing, in order to understand you don't have to be in contemplation. This is a collective message for all of our soul family who is struggling through this, who has a hard time. Everybody thinks, oh, well, just go to counseling, it'll be okay, or put on medication. No, that deeper understanding is going deeper into your heart space, going deeper into your soul, and understanding that this is a part of your journey, because you are that warrior spirit. You are strong. Okay, you have so many gifts, skills, and talents that you're overlooking. But here we are willing to invest in you. Here we want you to be able to have that freedom and liberation. We want you to have that clarity to know that you are not alone. You are never alone. Okay? All right, Father, so let's get a healing mandala. What do we need to know for the healing when it comes to the head? Yeah, I told you. When I said the head and the heart, this is where you balance out. Because this is all about the heart protection. Number 7. Number 7 is about having faith and hope in yourself, trusting and believing that you are being guided to like-minded people who understand you as an individual. You don't have to wear a facade. You don't have to put on a masquerade. You can be your true, authentic self. And they're going to love you for who you are, because on that soul's journey, it's all about number 5. Number 5 is getting rid of that adversity and stepping into the new beginnings. So when Father's talking about the soul journey, he's saying find balance, have that strength, understand that wisdom that is being brought out to you, so that you can learn the lesson that life can be a whole nother way. Mr. J, you need to be respectful, please. You know what? I don't make dough, okay? That's the thing. I do it out of unconditional love. So don't come in and project and assume one way. Don't be rude like that. And that's where it tells me you need deep healing, okay? You need deep healing. You need to find that balance. You need to have that understanding that there are some people out there doing that. But here, we don't do that. Here, we love unconditionally. Okay, well, if you're trying to get money, then I encourage you to go, build your enterprise or whatever that you're gifted and talented in. But don't come in here being disrespectful to me. I will not allow that. I rebuke it in Jesus' name, and I ask him to not give you a harsh punishment and a consequence, because he will. You don't mess with the chosen one like that. Okay, and I'm not going to say it again. If you're going to be rude, you don't need to be here. Okay, that's the thing. We want you to be here, but we're not going to tolerate this type of behavior. That screams out that you need very deep healing. It screams out that you're hurting. It's screaming out to me right now. Father's coming in and saying, it's screaming out that you're hurting so bad that this world and the social approval that you're looking for, you're trying to portray one way, but all we're doing is trying to bring peace to one's soul. That's right. I don't scam people. I have people who scam me because they take my kindness for a weakness, and they're going to get their consequences. Because Father has already been on it. Okay? Moving right along, though, because the main thing is on yours, we need to protect our hearts. We need to protect that loving, kind, caring person that we are, and do the soul's journey. Because I've had many people, now Father's talking about Jeremiah 32, chapter 32, verse 33. Okay, that is all about that adversity, right? It's all talking about you help somebody and they turn their back to you, but not their face. Okay, that means they're constantly watching you, but they turn their back on you when they get to a certain healing point, and they turn their back on you, and that's where Father is going to come back and slap that karmic cycle on them. And I hope that they don't. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, because you can all have a rebirth. You can all come into this understanding. You can all see that you are worthy and deserving. You all have special gifts, skills, and talents. Don't waste them. Don't allow other people to come in and create strongholds over you so that you can't do that deep healing and get rid of that adversity in your life. He's wanting you to take that leadership. He's wanting you to make that progress and that discovery, right? Okay, we are not going to sit here and talk about that stuff on here. This is a healing channel, okay? And if you don't like it, you can exit, because the thing is if you're not wanting to do the healing, we're not stopping you. But there's a reason why God directed you to this live right now, because of the fact this is all about mental health awareness. This is all about suicide prevention. This is all about protecting the ones we love, because we've all gone through losing somebody because of the fact that they were so trapped in their head. And if you're not wanting to go out there and be that beacon of light and make a difference, save lives, then you're not walking your journey and you're not standing in love. And when it comes to Father talking about 7-7, 7-7 is that deep spiritual awakening to learn your lessons, to be successful, to have that greater understanding. And this channel is not made for children. This channel is made for the adults who are ready to do the healing, ready to come into their true self, okay? Yes, thank you, Uday. I greatly appreciate you. And when we learn these beautiful lessons, this is when we can have fun. This is when that deep healing shows, because 13 and 14 is all about climbing the stairs. It's about mastering the stairs that you're on, climbing them stairs every day, mastering them to live your best life, to live, laugh, and have fun. Not to be sad, not to be hurt, but know how to be able to express your feelings, express them emotions, them pains, them hurts, and stop when it comes to icing your heart off. Because that's where a lot of people are when they come in with the slanderous remarks. You ice your heart off, and this is where Father wants you to have that rebirth. So a lot of you could be seeing 722. That is having faith and hope in yourself to build a stronger foundation. But first, you have to tear down that old foundation that everybody has programmed and conditioned in you, thinking that that is right. What you're doing and coming out and being, biased and slanderous and causing dismay, you're projecting your hurt out, and it screams that you need deep healing. And this is what we are here for. Okay, this is what we are here for, to help our soul family come to that next level, to come into your spiritual gifts, to have that greater understanding. And that one just went flying. So let's see what it is here. Yeah, told you. This is all about that duality. This is all about that duality, your prosperity, your peace, your harmony. This is to bring peace to your mind, your heart, and your soul, so that you can live that best life. So you can live what you foresee it and make them investments, right? Confirmation, so that you can make them investments. And the people who know the journey, who are open to the journey, who are understanding that this is what you have gone through. Okay, they may not know details, which Father gives me details, and I can let you know, because that's where it goes into the deeper healing. but it's about doing it for yourself, loving yourself enough to say, you know what, my life matters. I'm not going to sit here and be in this worldly norm, because it is not normal. It is not normal. Our world is not here to be negative, hateful, resentful, and hold all that guilt. It's supposed to be a very loving, peaceful world so that you can live your best life. Okay, so what do the Lemurians want to add to this? Told you. Healing. Healing. This is confirmation. Number 3 is all about that divine communication. Look, and your soul chakra. So this is coming from the soul. It's about healing your soul, because you are that star. It's about balancing your life out and merging with the divine to open up to your journey in order to do that healing and communicate. It's all about taking that healing and that soul star chakra and creating that structure and that stability that you have lacked in your life. Okay? That you have lacked in your life. Yes. And this is where he's saying it's time to step through. This is 47. This is your divine path. So the Lemurians are coming in because the lotus flower is all about your healing. This is all about that rebirth. This is all about understanding that when you take that deeper dive and you come with like-minded people, you're really going to merge into your divine path. You're going to be on that right path of understanding. How do you balance yourself out? How do you balance your heart, mind, and soul? How do you move forward? How do you be successful? How can you invest? How can you make your profits? How can you be in that leadership? How can you get rid of them illusions? And how you don't have to feel like you're out in the cold anymore, right? And this is getting rid of that outdating, stinking thinking, being in your mental mind that is stopping you. Okay, we don't want it to stop you. We want you to have that harmony. But mental health awareness is very important, because mental health, when somebody is neglected, okay, and Father's coming through on this. So when people are neglected, they have abandonment issues, when they have family issues, family trauma, and everything else, the thing is this carries on in their life. It prevents them. It prevents them from doing anything and puts them out in the cold and creates this adversity because they never feel like they measure up. Well, here on this channel, you will measure up. You will become strong. You will become confident. You will understand your journey and your soul journey in order to live that best life. Okay? It's about preventing people from taking their own life, because September is the suicide prevention month, and May 1st through the 31st is all about mental health awareness. Okay, and that's because Father wants us all to be in alignment. Now, 18 is broken down to things coming into fruition. This means everything will start falling in place for you. This means that when they want you in alignment, that means your depression, your anxiety, your despair, everything that you are going through, you are going to become resilient. You're going to be persistent. You're going to persevere forward. You're going to have this comfortability and this satisfaction, but you're going to have an attitude of gratitude because you're now understanding the journey. You're now understanding you. You're now balancing out in order to have that freedom and liberation with the dragonfly, to have that freedom and liberation that you don't have to isolate yourself. You don't have to. You can be that best version of you. And people, if they can't love you for who you are, not what you've been through, because this isn't about social approval. If they can't love you for who you are, then they're not meant to be in your life. The thing is they should love you for who you are, the qualities that you have, the value that you are in that friendship, in that family, dynamic, in that loving relationship. Okay. What else do we need to know, please? Yes, there it is. The dragonfly. I told you, freedom and liberation. This is freedom and liberation. So a lot of you could be seeing 2525, which is broken down to 777, right? Now, 777 is all about that peace of mind and contentment, to have that freedom and liberation, to not only love yourself, to love your life, and to love your journey and know that you have a bigger purpose. It's all about that freedom and liberation. And when you have that freedom and liberation, when you actually look at this, okay, on the dragonfly, you see 3 eyes here, 3 eyes here. Now that's the 33 master. That's the 33 master Jesus and the master uplifter. He is lifting you up to let you know he wants you to be having that freedom in the healing. When it comes to your healing, he wants you to know that this whole month, and I don't just go by the whole month, I believe year round, but they specifically, because May is the representation of get rid of that adversity and have them new beginnings, because it's the 5th month, right? And so when you have May 1st, that is all about that unconditional love of loving yourself to the 31st, which is your stability and your security is most important on that healing journey to balance yourself out for that freedom and liberation. And Father sends people into your life to let you know that no matter what programming and condition that your family dynamic has told you, that is not true. They didn't want to deal with their traumas, their hurts, their pains, their depression, their sadness, okay? And so they put it out in the cold because they didn't want to face it. And what did they do when they did that? They created this illusion in you because they made it look like you are some type of outcast. You are not. You are a unique, extraordinary being with so much love and compassion. You have so much skills and talents, so many gifts. It's like you have to understand the clarity on that once you come through these choppy waters and break them generational curses, break that generational programming and conditioning that they gave to you or made you think that that was your reality. No, you are so much more. You have so much value to your life. Yes, look, the solar plex, okay? Number 4, this is all about your stability and your security. So the solar plex is all about your emotions. This is confirmation that your soul has been harboring these emotions that you're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. You can't amount to anything because they programmed you. We need to get rid of them illusions and the imagination of what they co-created with that. Because when it comes down to the solar plex, this is you balancing them emotions to have that understanding that now you are merging into as the divine being that you are. Now you are merging in. And whether you believe or don't believe, you need to believe in yourself, because the 7 of Pentacles is about investing in yourself. This is about making a profit in yourself. And knowing that you are worthy and deserving, and that you need to reevaluate what these people are programming in your head. Just because you have mental illness and you're limited on certain things, that doesn't stop the quality of person you are. That doesn't stop that kindness and that compassion and that giving. No, it doesn't. It just means that you're balancing the dark into the light and becoming more stable and having that passion for your life, that you are going to amount to something, that you already amount to something. You just need to come out and see what you have amounted into. And that's about stepping through on your divine path. So when it comes, this is where the life force energy comes in, because these are the healing mandalas, right? It's all about the geometra, okay? The mantras. It's all about the healing. And when you have it, when you look at it, you see the Star of David in there. That is the morning flower. That is your representation of life. Your life is golden as long as you're understanding the journey that you can do so much more. You can do so much more. You are willing to take that deeper dive. Love yourself, heal yourself, bring yourself to the light. You are not an outcast, okay? You are a role model that is meant to do something, to show somebody that, look, I went through all of this. I don't understand the spiritual journey, but Mount Shasta is very spiritual, right? Very spiritual. You may not understand the journey, but you are coming in alignment with yourself. You are understanding that there is so much more to you that needs to be balanced out. It's not just in your mind. You need to balance your heart from, heartbreaks and heartaches and, the things that the family dynamic did to hurt you, left you out in the cold, made you feeling that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy and deserving of anything. And that is an illusion because they did not do their deep healing. They did not do their deep healing and they didn't want to face it. So what did they do? They projected it on you. They made you imprison yourself, isolate yourself, make you feel like you can't go out in society. That's wrong. You need to step through and see that you are so much more. You need to go with the flow and do that deep healing. So this is beautiful. So what do we need to know? Because right now what they're showing me is about climbing that mountain. It's about climbing that mountain. It's like we can walk through the valley and go through all these ups and downs and ins and outs, 40-40 on the clock. That is the Ascended Masters coming in and saying, you are powerful. You are beautiful. You are abundant. I'm telling you, look at this. Look at the cards that came out. 21. This is all about the communication. 35. That is broken down to making the change. When you put these two cards together, this is your divine path. Only you can make that change to anchor yourself with the right people who are going to love you for who you are. Okay, they're not going to look at you differently because you're climbing that mountain. You're sitting at this vantage point right now because when you look at it, the Eight of Wands, which we already had the Eight of Wands come out. So when you're seeing 88, this is all about that spiritual and physical change that you are doing. But this is being able to communicate this and seeing it from a higher vantage point, being very passionate that you can have a rebirth and really step into your higher power and understanding. Because down here where you see these clubs, that was people in your life. You see that darkness, that there's not really a reflection of light on it, but these are people that are telling you, no, absolutely not. Because when you see these clubs sitting down here in the valley, everybody told you, no, you're not good enough. You're never going to amount to anything. It's never going to be like that. And they tried to shut the door on you. But Father says, look, that communication was wrong your whole life. Okay. They just didn't want to face it. And now it's time to face it with the anchors, because the Nine of Swords came out twice. Nine of Swords came out twice. 9-9 is endings and beginnings. We need to put an end to that stinking thinking, to that anxiety, to that depression, and have a greater understanding what it represents, because you are being anchored with the right people who will love you for you. But this is all about them trying to trap you in them deep waters. It's all about them trying to trap you down so that you cannot succeed, that you cannot propel forward. We're on a ship together, right? We are going to set sail on this trip together. We are going to help heal and come out of that stinking thinking. So to me, this is absolute beautiful when it's being shown that together we communicate. Together we make the change. Together we get rid of that impression and anxiety so that doesn't have a ruling over our life. That's what's going to make the difference. What else do we need to know, Father? I'm telling you, there's the garden. Okay, because we have the garden and we have, again, the Nine of Swords. Woo, so having the Nine of Swords, I'm telling you, the Nine of Swords coming out 3 times. Hold on, I'm trying to show you. Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. So 999 is endings to the new opportunities, because God is going to close this door. If you're not wanting to do that deep healing, he's going to close that door, and he's going to help you understand that there's so much more to this life than what you're living right now. Don't isolate yourself, because you were meant to plant seeds. You have so many gifts, so many skills, right? That's why the garden came out. Now, when the garden comes out, this is you once having, social frustration, social anxieties. This is about meeting people out here who are now going to be able to meet up with you and show you that they're going to love you for you. It's like you're going to have your own little community to adventure in this deep healing and understand. With the Eight of Swords, which we had the Eight of Swords come out twice. So again, you could be seeing 888. This is you balancing it out because your wealth is coming. You are meant for so much more because you are abundant. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, so family. But when you look at it, for the longest time, everybody wanted to keep you pushed down in that depression, that anxiety, that PTSD, whether it's bipolar, whatever it may be, whatever they may have labeled it as. Here, we're doing the deeper healing to understand that it plays a much more significant part. So the Queen of Swords, this is all about the good influence. This is about giving back. This is about making sure that you understand this is not only the influencer, but this is a quick thinker who sees it from a different perspective on a spiritual journey where we want to help you step through and be in alignment with yourself. Because once you have a greater understanding that there is nothing wrong with you in the physical, and we can get an understanding in the mental stinking thinking, it's like we're not going to allow you to project that I can't do it, I won't do it, I'm not going to do it, because that's an illusion. They have created this imagination within your heart, mind, and soul that you can. They want you to pick an option. The option is you need to pick yourself. You need to invest, because the right-minded people will love you for you. Okay, they will never turn their back on you because they see your potential. The ones who are healed and have done a lot of the healing, they see your potential, right? All right, we'll get one last card and then we'll clean this up. And I've got 10 more videos that are coming out today. Yes, see? A lot of you are in that stinking thinking with the anxiety and depression because you lost a loved one. Because of these trials and tribulations, this trauma, this hurt, this pain, the challenges that you've gone through. Okay? The breakups with relationships, family members, whatever it may be. But this is telling you that your crossed over loved ones are coming through right now. And they see your potential. They knew your potential. That's why you were like this with them, because they seen the best of you. And now they need you to see it. They need you to sense it. They need you to feel it. They need you to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with them, that you are worthy and deserving of everything. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yep, clear your mind. This is where we're going to clear the mind. Now, will it completely take it all away? No, because there's going to be triggers that cause your anxiety. There's going to be that nervousness when you come in around new people. You're going to have that nervousness. But this is where you need to focus. You need to embrace the people who want to love you for you and be in the present here and now. Stop backtracking into that past timeline, because that's where that past timeline, they programmed and conditioned you to where everything that you do, see, feel, touch, everything all goes back to that. And it's sad, it's heartbreaking, because this is where it creates a true illness. This is where you're always suspicious. This is where you're having trust issues. This is where you're not having that cruelty where you're being cruel to other people, but these people are being cruel to you because of what they did, of creating this illusion within you. That's an illusion, and we will break that illusion to have that better understanding. See? You are that warrior spirit. Like I said at the beginning of this read, you are the warrior spirit. And all your life, you have battled this all on your own. You don't have to do it alone. You're never alone. But this is that warrior spirit. This is like having that strength, right? It's about go after your goals. Be persistent. We're encouraging you to advance to a new level, to have a deeper understanding within self. Okay, last card, Father. What do we need to know? That's right. Because when this card comes out, they call it Earth Magic. Well, Earth Magic is connecting with Father Time and Mother Earth. That is grounding yourself with your soul family to know that you are not alone. This is about getting rid of the leaves that have fallen away, because we go through these cycles, we go through these changes, and it's about retraining changing your life. It's about rebirthing your life. It's about growing the new you, creating that best version of you. So this is being able to understand on a deeper level. Yeah. And this is embracing your energy right here. This is being deeply rooted and grounded when it comes to the emotions, because yellow and red is being deeply rooted and grounded in your emotions. It is the first chakra, which is the root chakra, is red. The yellow is your second chakra, or your third chakra, excuse me, which is the solar plex, all about your emotions. So when you balance them emotions out and you start seeing that you are so much more than what you're putting yourself out there or giving credit to. I need everybody right now who is dealing with mental health illness. Anybody who is dealing with mental health illness right now, pat yourself on the back, because being here on this live right now, I want to see a red heart down in the comments, and pat yourself on the back, because it takes immense courage to listen, because a lot of people don't want to hear about it. When they hear about mental illness, they're like, oh, no. They don't understand that you isolate yourself. You hide yourself from any type of strong foundation. And this is where we need to make that change. This is where the Four of Swords is putting it to rest. The Two of Swords is making the right choices. The Ace of Swords is seeing your potential, getting the clarity, standing in your power, knowing that you are worthy and deserving. Now it is time to step out and make this change. Because as you see, the kettle is not painted black, right? And the reason why is because we need you to become deeply rooted and grounded. You have let yourself go and not trust and believe in yourself anymore. Yes, amen, amen. Anybody who is going through this mental illness, trust and believe. You don't have to hide who you are anymore. Here on this channel, we love you for who you are. We're not just saying that. We want you to grow. We want you to go with the flow. We want you to be successful. And we want you to step into loving yourself and breaking what that family, friends, or lovers have done to you. No more hiding. You are that warrior spirit. Like I said, you are that warrior spirit, and you no longer have to battle alone. We are here protecting and helping you every step of the way. Okay? So family, just know that we love you immensely. And on this channel, we will make sure that anybody who is struggling, we've got your back. Down in the description is my email. Anybody needs somebody, just to hear you out or to express and to release, down in the description is my email. Anybody who wants to leave a donation, it is greatly appreciated. You don't have to, but if you do, thank you. If you don't, send prayers. Healing prayers is very potent, because we need people to understand the mental health illness, that you are not some type of outcast. Okay. The thing is I'm going to tell you this right here. You've battled this by yourself for so long. That is a warrior spirit. But the thing, not having to battle it by yourself anymore, you were not made to fit in. You were made to stand out. Don't isolate yourself. Don't capsulize yourself. Let your light shine, because that kind heart, that compassion that you have, that giving and receiving that you do, that's true unconditional love. Don't hide your true authentic self. Stand in your integrity of who you were made to be. Yes, hello, Ms. Deja. Yes, absolutely. So that is our beautiful message when it comes to mental health. And like I said, that mental health awareness is May 1st through the 31st. That's you as the angelic being, understanding that stability and that security to make your life better. When you look at it all around, it's getting rid of that adversity and stepping into your new beginning. Because we don't want the suicide prevention. This is the suicide prevention as well, because September is representation for suicide. Because I know a lot of people, and I can use my own testimony. When depression took a hold of me because of my situation, we get in that stinking thinking. Like I said, the swords are all about in the mental mind. But when you swing that sword, what happens? You're giving the sword of truth. This is 4/4 Right here, 4 swords, 4 swords. This is the ascended masters coming through and saying, you are abundant. You are a powerful being. Let's let your light shine. Don't let anybody put a lampshade on you, okay, soul family? Yes. Thank you, Blue Melon. Yes. Hello, Jandra. Yes. Hello, sweetheart. So that is your message. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 10 more lives here. I'm going to go ground myself and come back. Father's got more messages. So if you're new, please hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell so you know when I do go live. If you know anybody who is suffering from mental health, you know, the awareness and everything, send it to your friends, because this is where they need to know they have a safe place. They have a safe place, and we love you for who you are, okay? So I will be back on with 10 more lives. I hope to see all my soul family. Much love. It is Fun Day Sunday. And Father says, when we do the healing, we now live, laugh, and love, and have fun. I just seen 5555 coming in. That's major changes. Be prepared. Be prepared for what is about to come together for you, okay? Yes. Good night. Ball Bear, okay, you need to be respectful, please. We have much love for you. We wish you well on your journey, and we hope that you can go within and do that deep healing, okay? We don't want you to get any type of consequences. We want everybody to achieve and succeed, okay? Yes, see you soon, you day. Love you all, soul family. Love you, Deja. And I will see you all soon. Peace.